are having a function going from any set to another set. So this is a mapping. You are defining a mapping from one set to another set. When will you call this mapping to as a function?
When every element in the domain is related to an element in codomain, and each element in the domain has only one image in codomain.
Okay, so means every element in A has a image in B. So if this is a mapping, this is a function going from one set to another set. This set is said to be the domain set, and this set is said to be the codomain set. And the image set means when you take, let's suppose A set is having elements A1, A2, and so on. So when you apply the function over here, mapping over here, f of A1 is an element of B, and this is said to be image of A1, which lies in B. And if we collect all the images of the domain set, then this collection is said to be range set. Right? You consider the elements from the set A, apply this mapping, you will have the elements of B, take the collection of all the images of the element of the domain set, you will get a range set. This range set is always a subset of codomain. Our function should be defined for all values of this, all values of domain. The domain set कौन सा set है जहां पर आपका mapping define हो रहा है, ये नहीं 0 by 0 form हो. It should be defined first for all the elements of the domain set. That will be your domain set. Okay. Now, a function of single variable means what? If this domain set having single element, single independent variable. Basically, if you are defining a mapping from one set to another set, that means the B है आपके पास, codomain जो है, it depends on A after applying this mapping. Let's suppose I'm taking A to be the set of real numbers. And if we apply the mapping from set of real numbers to the set of real positive number, let's suppose, and we define the function to be as x square. So basically this x is an independent variable, right? And you get y, which is the some function of x. So y is dependent variable, which depending on the x. So you choose different real numbers from the domain set, you put over here, you get different values of y, which are the members of codomain. So here y is the dependent variable and it depends on independent variable x. So if your function is depending on single independent variable, then that function is said to be a function of single variable, because it depends on only one variable, and that is x. On single variable, can you give any example of a function which is depending on single variable? Can you think of that? Here this y is equal to x square, I'm taking this as a single function. Here y is depending on x only.
Ma'am, trigonometric functions.
Yes, trigonometric functions, they depend on the theta, only on the theta, right? So if you write sine theta, so here you choose different values of theta, you will get y, which is the value of sine theta. So here your y is depending on only single variable, that is theta. And if your function is depending on more than one independent variable, then that function is function of several variable. Okay, so if your function is depending on more than one independent variable, then that function is said to be the function of several variable. A single independent variable, then that is the function of single variable. And if it depends on more than one independent variable, that is a function of several variable. Okay, for example, you see the velocity depends on the distance as well as time, right? You see the volume of right circular cylinder. It depends on, किस पे depend करता है volume?
height and radius.
Radius and
Radius
height.
and height. So it's a
Height.
function of two independent variables, radius and height. If you know the value of radius, if you know the value of height, you can calculate the volume of the right circular cylinder, right? So these are the functions of more than one independent variable, means the functions of several variable. Okay. These RH, these are the input variables. And after applying this mapping V, you get a single value, which is the volume in this case, right? And that is the output value, output variable, or you can say. So you can see this volume V, it depends on two independent variables, R and H. And similarly, your function may be dependent on more than two also. So that is a function of several variables. It may depend on 3 variables. It may depend on 4 variables. So if our domain set is of the form x1, x2, xn, all these are n independent variables. And when you apply the function, you get a value that is a member of codomain. So we will say this W is depending on each input variable, which is independent, x1, x2 till up to xn. Right? So W, it depends on these n independent variable, and this function is said to be a function of several variable. Right? So our function should be defined first of all. Now just see with the help of example, what are the domain sets and range set. Let's suppose I'm taking the function to be as square root of y minus x square. What will be the domain set and what will be the range set for this function? Here your x and y, they are independent variables, and w, it depends on these two. So it is a function, w is a function of two variables. Now, what will be the domain set? For what values of x and y this function is defined? And we take generally to
Y
be
greater than x square.
yes, we take the real numbers basically over here. So y should be greater than strictly, not strictly, it should be greater than equals to x square.
Ma'am,
0 also hold. Yes, bache?
I had one question.
Yes.
Ma'am, will we assess them individually also? That it cannot be a negative number also, matlab, both of them. Since x square के आगे basically minus sign है, right? तो x square अगर
So that's
positive
why I
हुआ,
have taken this condition. All the
नहीं वो
real
मैं समझा मैम, ये आपने इसको greater than equal to 0 के put कर दिया और फिर evaluate किया. मैं पूछ रहा हूँ individually y और x की values भी देखेंगे
yes,
constraint
you can write individually भी लिख सकते हो.
Okay.
You can write कि x और y आपके कहाँ से कहाँ लाई कर रहे हैं under the condition this. ये condition बन जाएगी तभी आप, या फिर
Got it.
आप precisely बताओगे
Constraint.
that your y जो है it is going from x square to infinity. y जो है वो इसमें से होना चाहिए, x आपका कुछ भी हो सकता है, minus infinity to infinity.
नहीं मैम, x वो नहीं हो सकता पॉजिटिव वैल्यू अगर y नेगेटिव वैल्यू है तो. अगर y नेगेटिव वैल्यू है तो x पॉजिटिव वैल्यू नहीं हो सकता ना, क्योंकि माइनस तो
Y negative हो ही नहीं सकता.
Y negative नहीं हो
y तो
सकता.
नेगेटिव हो ही नहीं सकता ना, that's why I'm taken from x square.
It's greater than x
Oh,
square.
okay, हाँ ठीक है कंस्ट्रेंट नहीं देखा था.
Yes, so better you write in this form. Your domain set is that sets for which your function should be defined, and here I'm taking as real numbers only, so it should be real number. What will be the range set? What are the images? W की values कहाँ से कहाँ vary करेंगी, क्या आएंगी आपके पास?
0 to infinity.
0 to infinity.
0 to
0 to
infinity.
infinity, including 0 also, because when your y is same as that x square, it will be 0, so including 0. So this is your range set. Okay, and now just see one more example. Let's suppose w is 1 upon x square plus y square plus z square. Then what will be the domain set and what is the range set?
X square plus y square plus z square not equal to 0.
Yes, x square plus y square, or you can say x comma y comma z
Not equal
not
to
equal to 0 comma 0, right? So this is 3 order tuple element x, y, z. All these 3 are independent variables, and here is the condition that all these 3 should not be equal to 0 simultaneously, right? So all other elements, your x is minus infinity to infinity, excluding 0, but simultaneously 0 होने चाहिए तीनों के तीनों. इनमें से कोई 2 0 हो गए, एक नॉन 0 होगा तो चलेगा, because in that case this value will become some non zero value, right? If one of them is non-zero.
Yes, ma'am.
And what will be the range set?
0 to
infinity, open bracket, both side.
Yes, open bracket. 0 is not included over here. One more example. Let's suppose I'm taking W to be as sine of x into y. What will be the domain set?
All real.
X, Y belongs to -1 to 1.
No, baby.
Minus
तो range
R.
आएगा.
By
R.
हाँ. So entire plane आ गया.
और रियल नंबर्स का पूरा सेट.
हाँ. You choose x to be minus infinity to infinity and y to be minus infinity to infinity. Whatever your xy sine function is defined for all xy belonging to the real numbers. And now what will be the range set?
minus
Minus
1
1 to 1.
Minus
Plus
1 to
plus 1.
1, including both
sorry.
minus 1 as well as 1, right? So these are the
Ma'am?
example. Hanji bache.
Can you explain the domain for the second example once again?
Okay. For the second case, for what values of x, y, z your function is not defined?
0.
0. Only 0 when all these 3 are simultaneously 0. अगर इनमें से कोई एक 0 हो रहा है और 2 0 नहीं हो रहे तो भी डिफाइंड तो हो रहा है.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? तो it means तीनों simultaneously 0 नहीं होने चाहिए. So it is a set of all those x, y, z belonging to R except 0, 0, 0, जहां पर ये तीनों simultaneously 0 है. So that will become your domain set.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
Excuse me, ma'am. One question. How can
Yes.
the range in example be greater than 1?
Where?
The second example,
Yes.
the range, since the denominator will be greater than the numerator always, so the range cannot be greater than 1.
But you can put x, y to be very, very small also. In that case, it will become very large.
Okay, we can put real numbers. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes, we are putting the real numbers. We can put x to be 0.1, 0.2, 0.001. In that case, it will become very large.
Okay.